y'all doing? And welcome. I am Willie Williams. Appreciate y'all for joining the player. Subscribe. Please remember, go around to the WillieWilliamsShow.com. Y'all check out a few things. Subscribe to the website. If you would like to support a player around here, you can get something for you and them little ugly ass babies by clicking the Get link on the website. If you'd like to see what we call the event video, please go around to the Patreon, the Willie Williams Show. The link's down there in the description. I need you liking, sharing, telling somebody about a player. We try to get the thumbs up over 500 in every show so we can do something to the algorithm. Listen, we got a PayPal link down in the description. We got $, top and bottom. Willie Williams Show, that is the cash app. And if you just so happen to hit that super chat, please don't go over $5 because the player don't know if he getting it or not. They say I get 30, they say that they get 70. God damn it, I think they getting a whole 100. Remember, the midday news show, if you can't watch it with your eyes and you can't use your peripherals and see a player, big word, I hear any goddamn screen. We do got a thing called a podcast on Anchor and Spotify, the Willie Williams Show. Please follow me on IG and Twitter at the WW Show. Appreciate y'all.
Appreciate y'all. Happy Monday. Y'all is alive. We done made it. Should I come over there? Yeah. Y'all, damn, we done made it around here in the doggone street. How y'all doing? I'm Willie Williams. Appreciate y'all for joining me. This is the Willie Williams Show. This is the midday news show on this wonderful So the first was sad. So this the first show of the month, June the 3. June the 3 for some is June the 3rd, 2024 around here in these streets. I hope that y'all paid them people by Saturday. Saturday was the first I had been telling y'all, get your money up, stop playing around, stop blowing it. Like the last week of the month, we got to stop blowing money so we can come up with that money to go in on and pay the people that we owe out here. That's what's up. I'm just, listen, when I tell y'all I am here to help, I am really here to help. That's what's up. Say rent due. Listen, now a lot of places they give you that thing called what is it called? The grace period thing. The grace period. Yeah. So you got about 2 more days to go on and get that payment on in. A lot of landlords is okay with giving you up until the 5th. You know what I'm saying? So get these people money up, or ask your family members if you can live with them when you get put out. That's what's up. Bam, I see 82. I see 82 around here in the doggone streets. Let me refresh one more again. I see 85. Come on now. It say happy baked whole chicken Monday with days of layoff, with days of leftovers. Yes. Yes, we got to constantly eat that chicken. Listen, chicken is like the cheapest thing that's out here. Chicken will keep you alive and will keep your family members alive. It's the cheapest thing. So in my mind, I think that chicken would be under attack more than anything. Although I know that we still gonna eat chicken. You know what I'm saying? We just gonna wash it off good. We're gonna pray over that meat and we're gonna ingest it. Hey, it just is what it is. Shout out to Anna Zette for the $7 cash. Shout out, say can't be there today, but I want to show appreciation. I appreciate you. That's what's up. That's what I'm talking about, man. 281 Houston, Texas. Say, hey, Willie, hey, chat, what it do? Set 615. Tennessee is up in the building. What's happening? Let me click on this so I can see these numbers. Oh, give y'all something pat on the back because y'all was over 100 by 07. My bad. Boy, y'all did it there early. So that means that y'all want to get to the news early. Okay. You say, I just called up about my mortgage. They told me to pay it. Something this month, but wait, hold on. I gotta bring it back down. I'm so sorry. I just called up about my mortgage and they told me to pay it sometime this month, but I'm paying it as soon as I get paid. That's what I'm talking about. Listen, nothing comes before the payment for your shelter. I know a lot of y'all think that the kids coming for that. I'm trying to tell you something. Listen. Your job should come before your kids. I've said this multiple time, and people they still don't believe me. Shout out to Phyllis for the $1 cash. Shout say prayers for Miss Shirley and Jermaine. Love you, Willie. Love you back. I appreciate that right there. All prayers going out to Miss Shirley and Jermaine out here in the doggone street, man. Hope that y'all get better. Hope that you're feeling better. This a whole new week, and we're gonna strive to be the best that we can out here. Your job has to come before your children. Your rent have to come before your children. I know they want Jordans and Michael Kors bags. I get it. Your rent need to come before your children. Hell, your rent almost no, it's always you, then your job. Yeah. Pay your rent, cause if you don't pay your rent, you ain't got nowhere to stay. And I know that your friends and family tell you that they love you and all that they down for you, like folk for that tie, down for you 100% and all that shit. Yeah. Listen, people love you from afar, and it's okay. It is okay. People love you, but they don't want you to live with them. Come on now. I know I'm not the only one. A lot of y'all love your kinfolk, you love your friends, but you don't want them to live with you. Not at all. You say, do rent come before monkey? Well, got the Say, do rent come before monkey? That's a deep one. Rent should come before it should come before monkey. Well, because we do everything for monkey, so it is good to put rent before monkey, because if rent come before monkey and then you got a place to stay, that means that you can get more monkey when you got your own spot. So we need to put rent before monkey. I know. Damn it, I really did have to think that through. Cause boy, we'll die about that monkey. Literally die about that monkey. Monkey that ain't even ours, but we will die for it. Shout out to Prophet May for the $2 cash shop. You say still got cream and pills left over. Salute all truckers. Shout out to all my CDL holders out here in the doggone street, making America move around. That's what I'm talking about. Cause that's the only way that we can get our essential products. That's the only way that we can get all of or any of our products out here is because of you good workers. That's what I'm talking about. Y'all, let's go ahead on and get into a little something here. We got the first one. We got the first thing. Damn, they got an alert. We got an alert out here in these streets. We got a real alert. We have a recall. We got a recall from the FDA announcing the recall of 1.9 million bottles of Fiji water. Shout out to everybody who drank Fiji water. I have never drunk Fiji water because they had done told me before I saw it in the store that it was about $8 a bottle. And I was like, for water? Like, damn, I got tap at the crib that I pay monthly. Got all these damn filters, you know what I'm saying? Like, $8 for water? That ain't gonna work for me. So I've never had Fiji water ever in my life. But this is damn it, they got a recall going on. It has been announced that there is recalling more than 78,500 cases of that Fiji natural water. Got it. That's what's up. They saying the federal agent said that the water could be contaminated with manganese and 3 types of bacteria. For one, we have no idea what manganese is, but it sounds bad, you know what I'm saying? And 3 types of bacteria. Now, the cases of water were sold back in November of last year. I'm gonna say something to you real quick. If y'all still got $8 bottles of water that you bought in cases last year, that water bad. I just want to tell you that water bad. Listen to me. It's sold nationwide through Amazon. Amazon was the people who hadn't got it to your house. But it's nothing to worry about. It's not likely to cause adverse health consequences. Don't even worry about that right there. But this stuff can be found in water, air, soil, and food. But usually in low levels. All right. Don't you worry about nothing. But Consistent ingestions of high levels of manganese manganese can cause issues with a person's central nervous system, including problems with visual reaction time, hand sturdiness, and eye-hand coordination. Yeah. The affected products were immediately and voluntarily recalled, with 99% of affected bottles reclaimed from the warehouse and the remainder in the warehouses to be returned to Fiji. That's what's up. Ooh. A news release was not published when the recall had happened on March the 4th because customers who bought the water were contacted. So you really don't have to, unless you really went to drinking, you all right. As long as your eye-hand coordination is still popping, as long as you got that sturdiness thing about yourself and that visual reaction time, you can see, like, you see your peripherals, like, on time, don't even worry about it. You good, you good. Moving right along. Hold on. They say natural water. Fiji is, wait. What is Australian water? I don't know what Australian mean. Austrian. Austrian. Artesian water. Natural artesian. See, we gotta look it up. We just can't leave it like that right there. Austrian. Ostrich skin. I ain't even say that. Hold on. Artesian.
Here's the definition of artesian. Related term denoting a well bored perpendicularly into water-bearing strata lying at an angle, so that natural pressure produces a constant supply of water with little or no pumping.
Artesian. That's what I said. I said artesian, natural artesian water. That's what's up. Move right along. I ain't gonna eat much hold you. We don't even know what that right there is in America because it's coming from Fiji. Well, they said that it come from Fiji. What else come from Fiji? Do Fiji got like good products or something like that right now? Because I've never known. Shout out to Jay for being a member for 5 months to say I thought manganese was a language. You know what I'm saying? Isn't there a language that starts with an M? Damn it, it's something. Shout out to Deborah for the $5 super chat. Say damn. Say left my earbuds at home. Say at the airport reading your lips, Willie. You say heading to Miami for niece's graduation tomorrow. Had to reply, yep. That's what I'm talking about. I appreciate that right there. But look. When you get to Miami and you get to the graduation, watch your back. They fighting that graduation. Damn it, I thought I saw a shootout at a graduation. It was something like that I had done seen. So they acting the ass out here, which is oh yeah, that was up in I think Memphis, to where we showed that on the other show that we did. They was fighting at the graduation. Yeah. So just be careful. Watch your back. Moving right along. Yep. Mandarin. There it is. You say Russell Simmons is in Fiji. Hell, that other player, he might want to shoot on around there to Fiji or Bali or something like that right there, because they not playing. Listen, we not playing. We have opened up the grand jury. Well, we have asked potential witnesses to testify for the grand jury, so we can bring grand jury charges. In case y'all ain't been paying attention, I think they were gonna. I think that they gonna bring a player on down. They always targeting darker you players out here. Every time we get money, they just keep wanting to destroy darker hue players out here. That's a doggone shame. Listen, y'all, we also streaming live on twitch.tv.com, The Willie Williams Show. We have 159 followers. We got to start off by getting 160. We just need 160, and then we're going to boost this thing up to 165 followers. Can somebody please support me today? Can you be a blessing? Can you be a blessing to the Willie Williams Show and go ahead on and help us get that 160 follower on twitch.tv.com. The Willie Williams Show. Need your support. Yes, I do. Say twerk contest at the graduation. Yes, they doing the most. I'm trying to tell you. Ooh. And if something pop off, record, and upload. Shout out to the mayor of Detroit for the $5 cash out. He say I'm about to hit the road to become a big truck driver. That's what I'm talking about. Hey, boy, ain't nothing like being in them trucks. Boy, I'm trying to tell you, it's a beautiful thing out here in the doggone street. He say Russell Simmons living the good life on the 100 side. Yeah. He ain't got to be held accountable for nothing that they talking about. You know what I'm saying? He say, well, did you do the story of the Florida homeowner that cut the home invader up after shooting his wife? No, I'm going to have to. Hey, can you please send me that story? Please send me that story. Y'all go ahead on and get into this right here. We got a missing beautiful baby out here in these doggone streets, man. Ladies, I think that, this show is about y'all. This show is about y'all. Y'all keep getting missing and we can't find you. Y'all pay attention.
Where's my little girl?
Stacey Hurd has been pleading for an answer for the last 14 months. Her youngest daughter, 17-year-old Shelby Dwyer, left on road trip to Tijuana, Mexico in March of 2023 with someone she allegedly trusted. Stacey worried, but the teen said it would only be for a few days.
She's a go-getter, you know.
Shelby stayed in touch, calling and sending pictures of her trip. She made it to Tijuana, but that's when things started to fall off course.
Got a problem. She said she called her 17-year-old a go-getter. What does that mean in the community? When you was a go-getter at 17? Huh?
She just disappeared.
FBI officials believe Shelby jumped on a flight down to Guadalajara before making it to Culiacan, Sinaloa.
After 2 days, her phone didn't ping and...
Distraught, Stacey quickly looped in Des Moines police. Looking back now, the mom recalls her daughter packing and leaving quickly, but only a few days worth. It's been over a year now since she's seen or heard from her.
Say she called her daughter packing real quick and a little bit of clothes to go on vacation. Said that a 17-year-old got on the plane flight. Can a 17-year-old book a plane flight and fly? Well, yeah. If a child can fly, then a 17-year-old can fly. But do you need a passport to go to Mexico? It's a joke. It's a joke. I'm just thinking.
I want Shelby back. I miss her.
The FBI has since stepped in to work with Mexico.
Oh, so the go-getter is goal-oriented. Okay. They say young people have dreams too. Got it. Okay.
Mexican authorities to help find Shelby.
We're concerned because when Shelby left, she was 17. Well, she's 18 now. That's a vulnerable age for anyone to be traveling in a foreign country.
When say when she left, she was 17, but now that she's 18, and 18 is a vulnerable age for anyone who is traveling. So 17 ain't a vulnerable age for anyone who is traveling. Say it again, pimp. Go ahead.
It's a vulnerable age for anyone to be traveling in a foreign country.
When Shelby left, there was a travel advisory for the state of Sinaloa. The Department of State warning people not to travel as crime and kidnappings were widespread.
I don't think she knew she was going to a dangerous place.
I don't think she knew she was going to a dangerous place. Our problem is we don't think that everywhere that we travel is a dangerous place. Everywhere you travel should be in your mind somewhat of danger. As long as these places have humans there, it has the possibility to be dangerous.
She's missing.
It's unclear why Shelby traveled to this part of Mexico. Sinaloa is not typically a popular destination as it's known for criminal organizations being based and operating here.
So we have no idea why she would travel to a place that's not real popular like that right there. She was packing a 17-year-old packed a small bag for a vacation. Real quick. The mama said that she saw her packing. She ain't stop, say, hold on, shawty, slow down. What you doing? And why you don't have enough clothes for a 17-year-old? Everybody know when you young, you pack a lot of stuff. Am I right or wrong?
But Stacy isn't giving up. She's holding out hope someone knows something. There's a $5,000 reward for anyone with any information that helps bring Shelby home.
Ooh, 5,000. Boy, y'all better find some information.
That I love you and keep strong, little girl.
You say she went to slang that thing for $27.50.
And you're gonna come home. I promise you. Just be strong.
And this is one of like the biggest problems, even with the young girls and the women. The teens have the same problem as the adults. Y'all be doing shit and want to do things behind closed doors, but don't want let people to know what you're actually doing. You don't want to notify somebody and tell them, listen, I'm finna slang this monkey for the weekend. I met this dude. I done fell in love with him. He got some good dope and he got some good meat. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just finna do a little something. I'm trying to get a train ran on me possibly, you know, because of I want to experience it. Women's lib, you know. You all be so afraid to tell the truth about the things that y'all is doing, and then when you don't return, now you got people concerned, but they have nowhere to look. They don't know which direction to go in because you did not help them before you left. Shout out to Jermaine for the $1 cash shout. They say, guess she didn't watch the movie Taken. Guess she didn't watch the Taken movies, right? No. See, but this is about that meat. But you're right about that right there. People, we don't think things is going to happen to us. I know it happened to like 100,000 women already. It ain't gonna happen to me though. No, it's not gonna happen to me. And that's just what y'all think, and this is why y'all keep coming up short. Speaking of this, is what y'all think. I think a lot of females just have a hard time living in the reality, and I don't know why y'all living in this fantasy world. Like, I really don't know why y'all don't see Earth for what it is, life for what it is. It's kind of like it is missing a lot of you good people. A lot of you good women will still be out here functioning good and properly if you all dealt with life for how life actually is, not how you feel like life is, what you see life is. Shout out to Logan for the $2 super chat. He say big boy told her this grown man business. Oh, that baby ain't gonna come back. I don't think that she gonna make it. Let's talk about women's abuse. We're going to talk about women's abuse really, really quick. I'm going to try to do it as fast as possible. And I'm not trying to hurt anyone's feelings, but I do got a show to do. I promise you I do got a show to do. If y'all just not coming on in, we're also streaming live on twitch.tv.com. The Willie Williams Show. Need your support around here in the doggone street. What the hell? Oh. Ow. That kind of hurt it. Oh, yeah. Listen, I need your support. If you're new around here, subscribe. Share. Do not be afraid to tell somebody about a player. Just say, Willie, I sent you this. I appreciate you sending me this story. For real. We have two women who is about to recount the abuse that they sustained, the abuse that they went through in a domestic love relationship. We talk about domestic love relationships around here in the doggone street. We're not afraid to call it for what it is, and we is not afraid to put all the blame on both humans, or should I say all the humans involved. We would never put the blame on one human and not the other humans. Everybody plays a part in domestic love situations. Everybody. Even the victim. Everybody. Glad that we got that out of the way. Y'all, let's go on and get into it. We got one woman who was thrown outside of a moving car, and the other one was assaulted twice by men she knew. Here we go.
And sexual assaults in New Orleans are at an unprecedented high.
Nationwide, more than 10 million people are victims of abuse every year, while hotlines receive an average of 20,000 calls. This is every day. But shame or fear of retaliation are not being believed and can often mean the crime is never reported.
Stop. 10 million Americans are victims of abuse. I'm glad they said Americans and not just women. Good. Hotlines receive calls, 20,000 calls per day. 20,000 of you per day is being abused. Domestic violence often goes unreported. That's a fact. That's a fact. Got it.
In part one of this exclusive series, Eleanor Tabone explains how and why many suffer in silence.
February 2nd, 2016. Calls started flooding dispatch with witnesses pleading for help. Their calls describing a harrowing scene. A woman thrown from a moving car on the Crescent City connection. Travel Wells hurled from that car like an object. The white lines on the road, the last thing she saw before everything went black. New Orleans police rushed to the scene, onlookers shocked by the bloody aftermath of this senseless act of violence. There, then 35-year-old Travel Wells left broken and motionless by a man she once loved.
I'm about to say, okay.
Shout that baby out for having a real.
Smile exudes comfort and light, but underneath is a woman who's endured more pain than one could simply imagine.
The person I dated in high school was my son's father. Okay. But like I said, we had a good relationship. It was a good 5 years.
Were there jokes you left out of your...
High school sweethearts, her baby daddy.
From tonight's show, we'll...
Hold on, that gotta skip.
But underneath is a woman who's endured more pain than one could simply imagine.
The person I dated in high school was my son's father. But like I said, we had a good relationship. It was a good 5 years.
Tralva and her then partner Dave Turner Sr. were engaged, and soon after she found out she was pregnant.
And everything was good up until I had my son, and then I just don't understand what happened. It was like the arguments got worse. And then once he put his hands on me, I had to go.
Okay. Okay. Now that's what I be wanting to hear from you beautiful ladies. The ones who say that they don't like domestic abuse. Once he put his hands on me, it was over. Right? That's what it should be. Or that's what society tells us it should be. But I'm here to tell you, no. Because we like it. We go.
Arguments got worse. And then once he put his hands on me, I had to go.
6 years went by and Tralva moved on. Unbeknownst to her, things were about to take a dark turn.
I was getting ready to go to a funeral one morning. And I was getting ready to walk out the door. I opened my side door and I turned and I got hit. I didn't even know what I got hit with. I just got hit. I almost was at my own funeral. And what he told me was, I'm about to make your life a living hell.
That's exactly what he did. Tralva tried to escape, but she didn't make it.
He caught me on the side of the house and we were fighting. Then he dragged me all the way back inside. We're fighting going down the hallway. He got me to my room and he was trying to take my clothes off, but I wouldn't budge. So he started choking me. And when I don't know if I just passed out or what happened, but when I got back up, I had no clothes on. And the man was on top of me. And he was having sex with me and I was unconscious. So when I realized what was going on, of course I'm trying to push him off of me. I'm screaming, I'm yelling, we're fighting again. He chokes me again.
Tralva says in this moment she thought she was going to die in her very bed.
Pulled me all the way down my hallway, pulled me out my house, and then got me into his SUV.
Her only thought was her son, and she knew time was ticking.
Stop. I would never understand how somebody get y'all in the car. I don't understand that. She did not say that he had a firearm. She did not say that he had a knife, but he somehow got her in the car. Remember, she woke up naked and he was having sex with her. So she drug her out the house into the SUV naked with no gun, no knife. how do you not get out of the car? Or like, it's a lot to do when you got to put the keys in the car, you got to drive, you know what I'm saying, and you got to hold on to somebody. It's real difficult to do that without a door swinging open multiple times. You can fight with somebody, you know. They keep opening up the door, they trying to get out, nothing, so no.
I know if he get me to his house, I know I do his SUV.
Yeah.
Her only thought was her son, and she knew time was ticking.
I know if he get me to his house, I know I ain't gonna never be seen again. So
No. Well, you can't say he choked her out again. Well, she would have said he choked her out again. She didn't say she went right from the sex stuff to where he got me in his SUV. That's what she said.
Moment she thought she was going to die in her very bed.
Pulled me all the way down my hallway,
See?
pulled me out my house, and then got me into his SUV.
Your neighbors ain't worth a damn, baby. Listen, because I'm pretty sure that you were screaming. Your neighbors ain't worth nothing.
Her only thought was her son, and she knew time was ticking.
I know if he get me to his house, I know I ain't gonna never be seen again. So I looked down and I saw that I had my mace in my purse.
So you had your purse with you. Can somebody tell me how she get her purse? He was having sex with her. Then he drug her down the hallway and put her in the SUV. Go ahead.
When I picked it up, all I did was sprayed it because I just wanted him to slow the car down. I didn't think he was gonna do what he did.
No one could imagine the extent this man would go to.
He took his hand off of the steering wheel, reached over me, opened that passenger side door, swung it open, and took this shoulder. And when that door came open, I begged him. I said, don't do it. I don't know what you're about to do, but don't do it. I said, we both have a son. Don't do it. I begged him. I pleaded. I was begging. And he took this shoulder and pushed.
The fragility of life.
Stop. I do understand a lot of time we misspeak. I get it, and I am going to say she misspoke. I'm gonna say she misspoke. I don't.
Don't do it. I begged him. I pleaded. I was begging, and he took this shoulder and
He took this shoulder. This shoulder. And he pushed out the car. This shoulder. Y'all do know that this is the left arm, right? That's her left arm that she pointing to, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah. It's the left arm. The left arm is closer to the driver's door if he's driving the car, and the steering wheel is on the left hand side of the car, so she's on the right hand side of the car. I just want to say that I just think that she misspoke. She misspoke. Because if he used this arm to push you out of the damn car, that boy got a mean, he got a mean shoulder. To even push you with his shoulder from on this side and you over here at the door.
well, reached over me, opened that passenger side door, swung it open, and took this shoulder. And when that door came open, I begged him. I said,
so he reached over. In my mind, if he reached over and opened the door, he reached over with his right arm, because the left arm is on the driver's door. He would reach over. It's easier than doing like this right here to open the door. So he opened the door with this arm and pushed the door open. If you is an adult in the passenger seat and somebody reach over and push your door open while going fast like in traffic, what you gonna do? Huh?
don't do it. I don't know what you're about to do, but don't do it. I said, we both have a son. Don't do it. I begged him.
Do y'all understand that this the first time where she said that we got a son? said the only thing that she could think about is her son, and then she said her son before that right there too. I was like, that was our son because you trying to live. You know what I'm saying? But I understand.
I said, we both have a son. Don't do it. I begged him. I pleaded. I was begging. And he took this shoulder and pushed.
The fragility of life.
He say, no, Willie, he pushed her. You overthinking it. I'm just going with what she said. She said he reached over, opened up the door. He said, don't do it, don't do it. So if he reached, I want y'all to pay attention. He reached over, grabbed the door, he pushed the door open. At that time, I said, don't do it. We got kids. That means the door's still open. Listen. Oh my God, I hate sometimes I be thinking, listening. I really do be listening. Shout out to Jay for the $2 super chat. He said he did a reverse 50 and said, bitch, get out my car. That's what's up. Push the ass on out of there. Shout out to Stacy for the $2 super chat. So he dragged her and her purse to the car. That's what she said. Yup. That's exactly what she said.
Don't do it. I begged him. I pleaded.
Oh, hold on. Watch this. He reached over
me, opened that passenger side door, swung it open, and took this shoulder. And when that door came open, I begged him. I said, don't do it.
Please. The door is open. Please. Don't do it. Don't do it because I know it. Damn it, I already know what he's finna do. The door is still open in traffic.
I don't know what you're about to do, but don't do it. I said, we both have a son. Don't do it. I begged him.
So that means that was probably like 5 or 10 seconds at the least. I'm begging. We both got a son. What you doing? No. The door's still open.
I pleaded. I was begging, and he took this shoulder and pushed.
The fragility of life disregarded.
All I remember is hitting that ground.
Let party.
Oh, all right. Hold on. You may have a point right there. Hold on.
University Medical Center.
I see what you're saying.
Is hitting that ground.
Staff at University Medical Center worked to save her life.
So you saying that she's saying this shoulder because he pushed her shoulder. Oh. Go ahead.
Her family were called to say their goodbyes. Doctors fearing she wouldn't make it.
My leg was like almost hanging off. All you seen was bone. It was no skin. It was no meat.
Her injuries were extensive.
Both of my knuckles was busted open. My skull was busted open on the top. I had bruises going all the way, all these little black spots you see, it was all open meat. It was no skin. I had no skin on my arms, my back, I had no skin on my back.
I'm glad that y'all saying that. Say Willie is reaching, say it's not that hard to understand. He pushed her ass out the car by pushing her shoulder. Glad that you're saying that right there, because I was confused because she didn't say her shoulder. Go ahead. But I should have came to that conclusion that obviously he had to be talking about her shoulder. But I did start it all off. I believe she misspoke. And I could still be wrong about that right there too. But I should have picked up that she was talking about her own shoulder. Got it.
Surgery after surgery, doctors worked to put her back together again.
So I'm going to stand on this part. The door was still open. She did not attempt to close that damn door. She had time. Remember, she was begging.
Got to the point where I told the doctor, I said, after week 2, I said, I can't do this no more. I said, I know I got a son at home that I love to death, but I can't do this anymore.
But 14 surgeries and 3 years later, she made it.
According to the New Orleans Family Justice Center, domestic violence intakes are up 33% from 2023.
Wow.
This year alone, from January to May, 4 women sought help from the center after suffering gunshot wounds. For the same time period, 3 men and 6 women were stabbed by intimate partners or spouses.
Okay, that's what's up. I'm going to bag it up. I'm going to bag it up just a little bit, and then we're going to jump to the next one. Because Obviously, I must have misheard. Here we go.
Things were about to take a dark turn.
I was getting ready to I turned and I got
escape, but she didn't make it.
He caught me on the side of the house and we were fighting. Then he dragged me all the way back inside. We're fighting going down the hallway. He got me to my room and he was trying to take my clothes off, but I wouldn't budge. So he started choking me. And when I don't know if I just passed out or what happened, but when I got back up, I had no clothes on. And the man was on top of me. And he was having sex with me and I was unconscious. So when I realized what was going on, of course I'm trying to push him off of me. I'm screaming, I'm yelling, we're fighting again. He chokes me again.
Trava says in this moment she thought she was going to die in her very bed.
Pulled me all the way down my hallway, pulled me out my house, and then got me into his SUV.
Her only thought was her son, and she knew time was ticking.
I know if he get me to his house, I know I ain't gonna never be seen again. So I looked down and I saw that I had my mace in my purse. So when I picked it up, all I did was sprayed it because I just wanted him to slow the car down. I didn't think he was gonna do what he did.
No one could imagine the extent this man would go to.
He took his hand off of the steering wheel, reached over me, opened that passenger side door, swung it open, and took this shoulder. And when that door came open, I begged him. I said, don't do it. I don't know what you're about to do, but don't do it. I said, we both have a son. Don't do it. I begged him. I pleaded. I was begging. And he took this shoulder and pushed.
The fragility of life disregarded.
I was wrong. There you go.
All I remember is hitting that ground.
Got it.
Or spouses.
Let's go on to the next one. Took y'all through all that for nothing.
31-year-old Tia Bernard is a New Orleanian through and through. She embarked on her career in education. But as her journey unfolded, she stumbled upon something far more sinister.
I have experienced sexual assault twice in my life.
At 24 years old, Tia should have been enjoying her 20s. Instead, her trust in male companionship was tarnished.
I was raped on my 24th birthday by a friend who I grew up with. So I had known him about 10 to 12 years.
Tia says she didn't report the assault.
I've had several friends who were raped and all I heard were horror stories about when they tried to report it, when they tried to go to court. And I just kept it to myself.
Because of other people's stories, she kept her situation to herself. Then you got to ask yourself, how do you have so many, how do you know more than, let's say, one or two at such a young age of other females who have been raped? That's sad.
For years, I internalized it.
A resilient young woman who already endured the trauma of sexual assault bravely tried to continue with her life, but her resilience was once again tested.
The second time that I was sexually assaulted, it was by a friend who I had known for about 6 years.
She says she was
So a friend that she known about 10 to 12 years, great though. But the friends that she known for about 6 years, she say sexually assaulted her. I don't know whether it was grape or sexually assaulted. I don't know what that means. When in this one you say grape, this one you say sexually assaulted, so I have no idea.
Assaulted again at a party. This time she found the courage to go to police.
That's so good. Good job.
When I first walked in, the officer at the desk never even looked up. He just sat at his computer and was like, what y'all here for? Oh, okay. You know, nothing. Didn't look me in my face.
Tia says
she said when she walked in, the officer had his head down like I have my head down right here, and he said, what are y'all here for? So she never looked at y'all. He just, go ahead.
Her cries for help were met with uninterest, leaving her feeling betrayed. City Councilwoman Helena Moreno says Tia is not alone.
The biggest problem with domestic violence and sexual assault as well is that so often these crimes are not treated with the seriousness of the actual crime or assault. And that's been incredibly frustrating.
They can also be engaged with our staff here
She says some headway has been made, like launching the AIR program, a partnership with the New Orleans Family Justice Center. The program connects a victim with an advocate who helps them navigate the justice system. It also places victims in emergency housing and helps with medical payments. Councilwoman Moreno says the state needs to allocate more money to funding prevention services.
The state need to allocate more money for prevention services. So are they going to give money to fathers or something like that right there? Prevention services, you know, really, like, it could, shit, you can give that money to the daddies. Because for some reason, either mamas ain't doing a really, really good job on keeping it 100 or telling they girls the truth, and or women is just lying. Well, no. And or it's just the plain out wrong decision making of so many women. Huh? We need more funding. We already tell women 911 you can call and, you know, get this relationship over real quick. You can have him or hold him accountable real quick. But y'all chose not to. So now we got to allocate more money to tell y'all to do it. I don't get it.
Who helps them navigate the justice system. It also places victims in emergency housing and helps with medical payments. Councilwoman Moreno says the state needs to allocate more money to funding prevention services.
It's like Louisiana, you know, has constantly ranked as not a good place for women, which is probably one of the reasons why our rates of sexual assault and domestic violence look the way that they are.
So then that means that if it's ranked not such a good place for women, then why does it continue to happen to the women in the same city? The reason it continues to happen to the women in the same community because women believe that it's not going to happen to them, and or they just don't give a damn what happened to the other women. They're not taking the proper precautions, even though it happens at a large number in the city.
That's why these survivors are sharing their stories.
Yeah. Stop arguing with people that are stronger than you. And one of the biggest problems is women still don't understand what is disrespect. No, I can't say that right there. Women do understand what is disrespectful and what's not disrespectful, because one thing about women, when they go on their jobs, they respect them to the utmost. When they're dealing with a man, they don't.
I feel like I'm blooming more now, and it definitely feels good to not have to hide this anymore and to let people know that they are not alone, you know, and that
y'all understand that every week we do these shows, every single week, it's damn near every single week, we at least have one woman who said what she said. It's like y'all saying this shit every week, and other women not listening
this anymore, and to let people know that they are not alone.
You're not alone. There are safeties in numbers. There are safe places. We have hotlines. I say this shit every week.
You know, and that this is pretty common, and we're gonna talk about it until we can't anymore, until these numbers in our city go down.
In doing so, reclaiming their voices.
People are embarrassed when it happens to them, so they're scared to tell anybody because you feel like it's your fault.
Scared to tell somebody because you feel like it's your fault. Shout out to Calvin for the $5 super chat. They say, Willie, I want to be a victim if I can get free housing. Oh, listen, rent high as hell. That may be a way to get you some free housing out here in the doggone street, because if they continue to allocate funds, if the city continue to allocate funds to situations like this right here, to the programs, you might get you some housing out here for real. But you got to get jumped on first. You got to get jumped on first for real. She said, what she said right there?
First, when it happens to them, so they're scared to tell anybody because you feel like it's your fault.
Yeah. It's your fault thing. Yeah, it is your fault. Shout out to T. Lee for the $5 super chat. They say if they get more funding, women are still gonna pick who they want to pick. Say, please don't waste public money on these babies. And that's the biggest problem. That's truly the biggest problem when it comes down to domestic love situations. It's your choosing. Ladies, it's your choosing. Fellas, it's your choosing. It's the decisions that you made that had you in a certain place that doggone day. It had you in that place, and it had you having encounters with the person who just did something to you. It's choices. Now, I know somebody who heard me say that did not actually hear what I had done said. Because somebody will ask me or will make a statement of, so you saying that it's her fault that she had done got raped or she got sexually assaulted. Yes, I'm saying it. Decisions. You know how when you be driving and you may make a left or you may make a right. But when you make, let's say, this left and you riding, and then you didn't know that there was, what is this thing called? Like a roadblock, like an accident or construction. You was headed somewhere. Now you're going to be late. Why? Why is you going to be late? Did you cause the obstruction in the road? No. Your choice of making that left turn instead of that right turn now has you late. Did you want to be late? No. But now you're late in your job on the line and hope that it's not your last late. Shout out to Buck Good for the $1 cash app. He say, hide your wife, hide them kids. That's what's up. Appreciate that right there. Listen, I'm just trying to help y'all understand choices. Which is strange because we do understand choices because, especially women, you know, my body, my baby. That's a choice. To murder your unborn or to not murder your unborn. That's a choice. Women have no problem with understanding what choices is and decisions is when it comes down to my body, my baby. Y'all understand it then, though. But because I said it's your fault that this shit happened. It's your fault. Now, nobody heard me say it's not the perpetrator's fault. Nobody ever heard me say that. Not now person ever heard me say that. I'm pretty sure somebody's going to make a statement of me saying that it's not that the perpetrator's fault. Pretty sure, because, you know, we hear what we want to hear. We hear what we want to hear, and we get offended by things that we want to be offended by.
It's not your fault.
Eleanor Tabone, WWL, Louisiana.
Turner was sentenced to 15 years for attempted manslaughter and 5 years for simple kidnapping.
You see that? You see? He was held accountable, right?
Louisiana.
Watch this.
Turner was sentenced to 15 years for attempted manslaughter and 5 years for simple kidnapping.
In response to Tia's experience reporting her assault, NOPD claims they reviewed what happened and said in part, quote, at no point in the interaction was the desk officer unprofessional or required the victim to speak publicly in detail about her incident.
At no point in their interaction with the desk officer, the one who she says he'd never lift his head up, not now time, was he unprofessional or required the victim to speak publicly in detail about her incident. Yeah. So we don't know who to believe there, you know what I'm saying? You say, Willie, the lady that had the mace, why didn't she spray it and run when he was trying to take her to the car? Well, I don't know. I guess somehow she had her purse by the time she got in the car. And she felt that she had mace. I want y'all to really think about that right there, too. I had mace in my car. So I just sprayed it to get him to slow down. She didn't spray it in his face and keep spraying in his damn face after he raped her and drug her to the car. But if I keep pointing stuff out, I'm the bad guy. Got it. Y'all give yourselves a pat on the back because y'all done made it to the end of the midday news in the doggone streets. We finna go over here to continue the other show. The link is down there in the description. Players, prostate cancer awareness around here. in these streets say, it's just a finger. So your prostate don't work, your meat don't work. Mess around and lose your la and or your life. It's your choice. You make the call. Your body. Your booty. I am here to help. Yes, I am. Yes, I'm is. I have been hearing that it's not a good thing to say the word of where we're going now. I'm just going to put it up on the screen. Here's where we're going now. It's at the bottom. The link is down there in the description. I have been hearing that YouTube is doing a little thing when they hear that word about the place that we finna go. So we finna try it out. We going to the place that you see at the bottom in the green. The link is down there in the description. I appreciate y'all for rocking. What's the thing called? It starts at 1 o'clock. I'm out of here, man.